La Jolla Playhouse's mission statement includes a line about being a safe harbor for the unsafe and surprising. Those words are on the wall at the Playhouse offices, and Christopher Ashley takes them to heart.
So I think that there's a desire to play with form, to bite into whatever's happening in the culture right now. Many of the plays have a political aspect, or they have a social awareness and cultural relevance that they're aspiring to.
March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom Headquarters, Biden speaking.
He's also inspired by another part of the mission statement that says you always have to be looking for what's new and what's next.
I love new work. So since I've been here, we've created the DNA series. I've continued with the Page to Stage program, all these ways of developing new work.
UT theater critic James Ebert appreciates that commitment.
He's really very serious about building American theater from the ground up. So we're talking about commissioning plays there, developing them over sometimes a period of several years.
Then reaping the rewards of shows like Memphis and Now Come From Away gain national attention by going to Broadway. Ebert also notes that Ashley has a knack for making us look at the classics with fresh eyes.
He did a production of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, but the idea was that the whole thing was upside down. So they actually staged this Shakespeare play with props that were kind of hanging from the ceiling. The idea of it was that love sort of turns you topsy-turvy, literally head over heels.
One of Ashley's innovations at the Playhouse has been Without Walls, also known as WOW.
I also have a real love of site-specific theater. So the WOW program has always been near and dear to my heart. The idea is it's theater not inside the traditional brick and mortar of a theater space. It's out in the world.
Ebert says WOW has brought fun, exciting theater to San Diego.
There was one piece where you were blindfolded and taken all around the whole Playhouse Theater District, kind of under the conceit that you were on this tour through a village in India.
Ashley has also provided the Playhouse with great leadership, says Margaret McBride, chair of the Board of Trustees.
And leadership by being inclusive, not getting the sense that he's telling everyone what to do, but by bringing out the best qualities in everyone who's involved in something.
Watching him in a rehearsal room, it doesn't matter if you're an A-list celebrity who's starring in the show or you're a high school student intern who's there to just watch. Chris engages with you, and Chris wants to know what you think.
Actress Emma Hunton stars in Freaky Friday that Ashley is currently directing.
He's really great about letting you try something a couple of times, even if it's not the right thing. He'll let you really work it out in your own head so it makes sense to you. And then he'll kind of come in and add the finishing touches to it. And it really makes you feel like you have a say and that you're being heard.
But when Ashley chooses to speak, McBride says it's usually memorable. She printed out something he said from a meeting after last November's presidential election. Here she quotes Ashley.
One of the things that theater does beautifully is invite people into a room to think about lives, stories, and society together.
Which raises the question of what lies ahead for Ashley and the Playhouse in light of potential cuts to the arts under the Trump administration.
I think he does face a really important challenge to think about the kind of stories that need to be told against the backdrop of this administration.
But such challenges excite Ashley.
As I'm looking at plays in the last month or two since the election, I spend a lot of time thinking about what kinds of plays could bring people together, what kinds of plays create dialogue, create community, as opposed to just inflame division.
He says he looks forward to the next 4 or 8 years with a focus on community and activism, and with a fearlessness about tackling issues that are important to him. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.